So students, on the previous day we had discussed about the Narmada river and the Tapi river, and as well as we had discussed about the east flowing rivers and the west flowing rivers of India. Yes. Now today we will start the next river system, and the next river is known as Dakshin Ganga. Can you tell me which river is known as Dakshin Ganga? Anyone having any clue, any idea which river is known as Dakshin Ganga? Yes, the Godavari river is known as the Dakshin Ganga. As you can see, the Godavari river, here it is the Godavari river. And this is the largest peninsular river. The Godavari river is the largest peninsular river, and that's why it is called the Dakshin Ganga. Godavari river is the largest river in the peninsular India, and this river is called the Dakshin Ganga. As you can see, the Godavari river starts from this side, that means the Western Ghats. Godavari river rises from the slopes of the Western Ghats, and basically the place is Nasik and Maharashtra is the state. And the total length of the river is 1500 kilometers, and that's why it is the longest river of the peninsular India. Now the river discharges its water in where? In the Bay of Bengal. Now in case of the entire drainage basin of the Godavari river, what is drainage basin? The area drained by the river. So the entire drainage basin of the Godavari river is the largest among other peninsular river. You can see this is a zoomed picture. The entire drainage basin of the Godavari river is larger than the other peninsular river. Now this Godavari river flows from some states. What is the name of the state? This is the Maharashtra. Almost you can see the 50% of the river flows from Maharashtra only. Without Maharashtra, the Godavari river having in the parts of some amount of the Odisha as well as the some part of the Andhra Pradesh. These all are the states are there from where the Godavari river passes. Now the Godavari river having a number of the tributaries from both the sides. So many tributaries join the Godavari river. And the tributary of the Godavari river are Purna, Wardha, Pranhita, Manjira, Venganga, Penganga, etc. The Wardha, the Manjira, Venganga and Penganga, these three tributaries are very large in size, and because of the length of the river, or because it's covered the larger area among all the peninsular rivers, this river is famous as Dakshin Ganga. So Godavari river is known as Dakshin Ganga. As I already told you, the total length of the Godavari river is 1500 kilometers. It has so many tributaries. It originates from Nasik district of Maharashtra, obviously from the Western Ghat. Because of the larger tributary as well as the length, the river is known as Dakshin Ganga. Now, in case of the tributaries of the Godavari river, you can see the names of the tributaries of the Godavari river: Penganga, Indravati, Purna, Wardha, Manjira, Venganga. This is Venganga, where it is written Vainganga. This is Venganga, Pranhita. These all are the tributaries. Now, the next river that we are having with in the list, that is the Mahanadi river. Now, in case of the Mahanadi river, you can see over here, this is the Mahanadi river only showing in this map. Here the Mahanadi river also starts from the western side only, that means the parts of any parts of the Western Ghat or maybe any highland area, and as well as it drains its water in the Bay of Bengal. So Mahanadi river rises in the highlands of the Chhattisgarh. From the highlands of the Chhattisgarh, the Mahanadi river started. Now the Mahanadi river, it flows through Orissa and ultimately reach the Bay of Bengal. The length of the river, as you can see, it is 680 kilometers. River mouth Bay of Bengal means the river discharges its water in the Bay of Bengal. Now the states like Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha are some states from where this Mahanadi river flows. So Mahanadi, it's again a east flowing river like the previous one. Mahanadi is a east flowing river of India, east flowing peninsular river of India, which started from or which rises in the highlands of the Chhattisgarh, and it flows through the Odisha to reach the Bay of Bengal. The total length of the river is 860 km, and the drainage basin of the Mahanadi river shared by different states like Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and Odisha. This part is very much important, from which area the river will move. After Mahanadi, we are having the next river, that is the Krishna river, or we are saying the Krishna river basin. You can see the map. Krishna river is also a peninsular river, which is a east flowing river because it discharges its water in the Bay of Bengal only. Now Krishna river rises from a uphill or a spring near the Mahabaleshwar, and the Krishna flows almost 1400 km and reach to the Bay of Bengal. And what was the length of the Godavari? 1500, and Krishna 1400. So hopefully it will be the second largest tributary of the, or second largest river of the peninsular India. Now the Tungabhadra, Koyna, Ghatprava, Musi, Bhima, these all are the tributaries of the Krishna river only. Its drainage basin shared by the states of the Maharashtra, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. So you can see the location of the Krishna basin. Krishna river originates from a spring near the Mahabaleshwar in Maharashtra, and the total length of the river is 1400 km. The drainage basin, that means the rivers flow from the states of Maharashtra, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh, and the Tungabhadra, Koyna, Ghatprava, Musi, these all are Bhima, these all are the tributaries of Krishna river. So this is a short note about the Krishna river. And the next river that we have, that is the Kaveri river. Now where the rivers flow, the Kaveri river is actually again a east flowing river. As you can see in the map, it is a east flowing river. The Kaveri river starts in the Brahmagiri range of the Western Ghat, and ultimately it reached the Bay of Bengal in the south of Cuddalore in Tamil Nadu. Now in case of the river, the total length, the river is not very large. The total length of the river is 760 kilometers only. Even the Amravati, Bhavani, Hemavati, Kamini, Kabini, these all are the tributaries of this Kaveri river. And ultimately you can see the which states the Kaveri river flows. It's Karnataka, then the Kaveri river flows from Kerala as well as the Tamil Nadu also. So this is all about the major river system. You can see the Kaveri river, like the spelling could be Kaveri in this way also in the English. The total length of the river is 765 km or the 760 km. In case of this river starts from the Western Ghat of the Karnataka and the different places that like Kaveri covers. It is the Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, etc. So this is all about the Kaveri river basin. Kaveri river, in case of the Kaveri river only, we are having a waterfall, that is the second biggest waterfall of the India, and the name of the waterfall is Shiva Samudram waterfall. This is the second largest waterfall of India, and this river is actually useful to generate, this waterfall is actually useful to generate the hydroelectricity or the hydroelectric power from this falls only. And basically this fall supplied the electricity to the Mysore, Bangalore as well as in the goldfield of the Kolar. So the second largest or the second biggest waterfall of India we are having in Shiva Samudram, that is in the Kaveri river only. Short questions can come, and from here the hydroelectricity generated, and this fall supplied the water in the Mysore, Bangalore as well as the goldfield of the Kolar region. So this is about the peninsular rivers.